Hi, and now as we continue the Good News course on the joy of love by Pope Francis, we're going to begin chapter 5. The topic of this chapter is Love Made Fruitful. Before we get into this, let me ask you something. What does love feel like to you? What does God's love feel like to you? When you're falling in love, what does that feel like? Does it have energy behind it? Yes. Love without energy is not love. Love cannot be stagnant. Love has an energy with it. Where does that energy go? If we take it to its fullest, if we give it the freedom that God wants us to give it, it produces something. The energy produces new life. This is why children are a natural product of a real loving relationship between a man and a woman. This is why artificial contraception is not of God. Because it says, honey, I give all of myself to you except my fertility. But true love says, I give you myself completely. Everything, all of me. Now, I'm not saying that we have to have children every time we become fertile. I'm saying that we are tied into the love of God, which is life-giving. And anything we do that interferes with that is not of God. God helps us know how many children to have, how many children to have at what time, spacing how far apart, if we are paying attention. God is in that. But unless God himself chooses not to give children, as some infertile couples or for some other reason, some couples don't have children. Maybe he's calling that loving relationship to produce children in the form of adoption. But this is opening ourselves either way, through adoption or some other life-giving means of putting the love to good use, the love energy to good use. Unless we are giving freedom to that, we are not entirely in the love of God. Okay, let's go on. Pope Francis says that the couple gives not just themselves, but also the reality of children who are a living reflection of their love, a permanent sign of their conjugal unity, and a living and inseparable synthesis of their being a father and a mother. And let's continue on with paragraph 166 now. The family is the setting in which a new life is not only born, but also welcomed as a gift of God. Children are a gift. The world today says otherwise. This is why so many good Christian couples are not having children. There's a lot of the world's infiltration into our thoughts that says children are a burden. Children are an interference with our goals and dreams. Children interfere with the careers we want to have. Children interfere with the extra goods we want to purchase, the way we want to spend our money. The world says, don't make sacrifices. Do what you want to do. Do what feels good to you. That has infiltrated into the church, into the thinking of Christians in the pew. That's not the truth. The truth is that children are a gift. And as Pope Francis says further down in that paragraph, that we see a reflection in children of the primacy of the love of God, who always takes the initiative, for children are loved before having done anything to deserve it. Don't you want to know that you have God's love whether you deserve it or not? Think about the children you know as a reflection of God's love. The love that is for everyone, whether we deserve it or not. When we, as a husband and wife, allow God to be creative with his love through us, we enter into God's love more fully, and we understand God's love more fully because we come to understand what being a parent really is, what God's fatherhood is really like. God bless you.